According to Reason, this point every year should be the decision results of various terminal devices. Xiaomi has released a new member of the 17 series, the Xiaomi 17 Max. The positioning of this device is for those users who want flagship experience but have no strong demand for rear screens or small screen phones. From the paper specifications, it indeed meets flagship standards. As for the internal materials, we will take it apart to find out. The first step is to power off the device and remove the card tray. The dual card tray is backed by material made of metal and plastic with a dust-proof and waterproof rubber ring on the inside. The second step is to remove the back cover. Use alcohol and a prying tool to cut through the adhesive and separate the back cover. The back cover is made of glass. The decorative panel and camera lens of the DECO use an integrated design, so the material is definitely glass. Moving to the inner side of the back cover, the DECO is made using a CNC integrated molding process, and material is aluminum alloy, fixed to the back cover with laser spot welding around the edges. Dustproof secret foam is abundantly placed around the 3 rear cameras, rear microphone, laser focus sensor, and flash. Additionally, an extra ring of adhesive is added inside the main camera to enhance the dust-proof effect. The rear microphone sound hole is equipped with a white waterproof breathable membrane to prevent liquids from entering the phone's interior through the sound hole. A small piece of heat dissipation membrane is attached to the corresponding position of the bottom speaker to enhance the uniform heat distribution capability in that area. The third step is to disassemble the motherboard. The traditional 3-section structure, besides the regular adhesive around the edges, also has a large amount of additional point adhesive added in the motherboard area and subboard position to improve the overall sealing and structural strength of the device. This small piece of heat dissipation membrane on the motherboard cover further enhances the heat dissipation capability at the core position of the sock. The heat dissipation membrane also appears between the charging coil and the battery, but this piece does not completely cover the battery. Additionally, there is a heat dissipation membrane on the bottom heating element, extending upwards to the bottom of the battery to increase the uniform heat area. The middle wireless charging coil supports a maximum charging power of 50 hours, and the reverse wireless charging function is also in place. The NFC line circle design is positioned slightly lower than the charging line circle, which is not as convenient as placing it at the top of the device. First, remove all screws in the lower left corner of this small cover plate on the main board area. Pry open the flashlight wiring interface, and only then can you remove the main board cover. Cover material is a combination of metal and plastic, with the front side attached to the flashlight wiring. The wiring integrates a rear support microphone, a laser focus sensor, and a flashlight bulb. The rear infrared emitter and the rear ambient light sensor are used for the universal remote control. Coming to the inner side of the cover plate, compress the filling foam distributed in the front camera, top speaker, main camera angle drop, forward module, and the corresponding position of most BTB interfaces. Among them, the front camera interface uses conductive foam wrap to protect it, which not only prevents the interface from loosening, but also improves certain electronic compatibility. The heat dissipation film on the back of the charging line circle extends upward to the core heating area of the main board and the corresponding position of the top oxygenator to expand the heat dissipation area. The size of this heat dissipation film comes to 5,000 square millimeters. Revealing the metal piece at lower back can also provide a certain amount of heat dissipation capability, and additionally adds a small heat dissipation film in the area where the periscope CMOS is located to enhance the heat dissipation ability of this area. Coming to the main body section, the front camera position is covered with a heat dissipation film, improving heat dissipation performance during selfies and video calls. The ultra-wide angle interface and the periscope module have copper heat and conductive fabric. This can improve certain electromagnetic compatibility. Pry open the 2 power supply interfaces to disconnect the power. Then pry open all interfaces on the main board to remove all cameras. The main camera requires removing a screw from the back of the main board to take it out together with the main board. Coming to the back, the main shooting interface also has a metal cover plate secured to prevent loosening. After removing the cover plate, the interface is also covered with conductive fabric. The upper left corner integrates a metal sheet and shielding cover on both sides with a weak position for the top microphone, providing electromagnetic shielding and enhancing heat dissipation capability with copper foil. The main heating position belongs to the guide material. The RAM of the core 3 major components comes from Heidi's sheet using the LPDR5X specification with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 flagship sock pressed beneath the RAM. The left side is the ROM of Samsung UFS 4.1, and the charging SD in the lower right corner is Xiaomi's own Pengpai P3. There are also signal amplification chips for Pengpai T1 and T1S. The front-facing sensor module is designed with an independent modular structure that is convenient for maintenance, integrating an ambient light sensor and 2 laser emitters on the upper side. The entire machine is equipped with 2 ambient light sensors in the front and back, which is standard for flagship devices. The dust-proof foam is distributed around the sound hole of the top microphone in the main board area. The sound hole is equipped with a white waterproof breathable membrane, and the main camera area has been thinned to reduce the height of the lens protrusion. A hollow design has been made at the corresponding positions of the CMOS and SOP, allowing the heat emitted by both to be dissipated through the VC heating plate. The G heating plate in the core area has also been designed with a 3D platform to reduce the distance between the core and VC, lower the contact heat group on the Z-axis, and improve thermal conductivity efficiency. The remaining thermal conductive material above also serves a similar purpose. The front camera, main camera, and the surrounding areas of the module are designed with linear structures and linear columns to prevent lens displacement. Remove all interfaces on the subboard. The subboard PCB is also made of 0.55mm material from Hudong Electronics. No protective measures were found around the interfaces and small components. The subboard integrates 2 bottom microphones, a SIM card slot, and a Type-C interface. The root of the interface has been treated with sealing glue. The inner side is equipped with a dustproof and waterproof rubber ring. The interface speed is consistent with the Xiaomi 17 Pro series, maintaining a standard 5 DPS USB 3.2. Step 5. Disassemble the battery. The battery port features a quick design using a single-cell dual interface plant with capacity reaching 1000 mAh, which is the highest capacity in the 17 series. The manufacturer is still the old friend Dongguan, and the energy density of the ATL model is calculated to be around 892 watt-hours per liter through packaging size. A gray adhesive strip is attached to the top of the battery protection board for cushioning protection. The GN sticker on the private protection board uses a SIP system for machine sealing, integrating Xiaomi's own battery management chip, the G2. Additionally, the CPAC technology changes the stacking method of the protection board to the Z-axis. In low-light environments, the maximum brightness measured in manual full screen mode approaches 700 nits, but brightness strategy is also adjustable. When the ambient light variable changes, it automatically enters sunlight mode, at which point the maximum brightness measured across the entire screen approaches 1000 nits. When activated by strong light, it nears 2000 nits, with HDR material brightness exceeding 3800 and 10% window. When further reduced to a 1% window, the increase in brightness becomes less noticeable. Writing Technology's next-generation 3D ultrasonic single-point fingerprint scheme, which is better compatible with different specifications of tempered films. The confirmation board is covered with anti-interference stickers, and the edges of the screen use lipo packaging technology, making the bezels narrower. The photoelectric IC is also the new S39 dome model used in the Xiaomi 7 Pro series and 7 Ultra. A heat dissipation film with an area close to 5,900 square millimeters covers the middle light. The heat dissipation film does not cover the corresponding position of the fingerprint, but adds foam for cushioning protection. Adding a heat dissipation film reveals the stainless steel material's three-dimensional circular cooling pump (DC). The area is more than 5,400 square meters. Without affecting the signal, the antenna brake adopts a symmetrical design, making the whole machine look more organized. This design has appeared in several recent models from Xiaomi. Alright, the teardown ends here.